Welcome back. It's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review. Today from Mattel, today from Mattel and Mojang Studios, we are featuring a Minecraft movie. All right, so I got a little tongue-tied just there. All right, so today is May 18th, 2025, and I got this maybe 2 weeks ago at my local Walmart. It's been impossible for me to find any Minecraft action figures that has Jack Black. I run to all the other ones, but I really wanted a Jack Black figure, and I just couldn't find one. But my luck, finally paid off, and I found this guy right here. It's not the Steve figure I wanted. The one I really want is the Solo figure right there. But I had to settle with the Steve in the diamond armor, which I don't mind. But the cool thing with this is that at least I get a 2-pack with Dennis, man's best wolf. So the Minecraft movie, it came and it destroyed at the theaters, literally. It was a huge blockbuster. I enjoyed it a lot. I used to be a Minecraft player way back in the day. During its infancy on the consoles, it was kind of my go-to game when I was traveling also. Like if I was ever taking a long flight, I'd always play Minecraft on my old Sony PlayStation Vita or my Nintendo Switch. Great looking figure. The likeness of Jack Black is great. It's just a smaller form factor. I'm guessing this is maybe about 3 3/4 or 4 inches. But it's cool. The package design is nice. If you're a mint on card collector, it's even cool because they provide on the bubble this kind of like plastic shelf, so it could actually sit, flush with the ground. But overall, it's a great 2-pack, especially if you have little ones who are into, the video game, or if they just adore the movie. Again, here are some of the other figures that are out, and then the helmet is removable. So I was pleasantly surprised with the movie. For one, I'm a big fan of director Jared Hess. I loved, like everyone else, I loved Napoleon Dynamite. I love Nacho Libre, and I think I'm kind of an oddball, but I really love that one movie, Gentlemen Broncos. I think that movie's hilarious. All right, we have Dennis, man's best wolf, right here. It really does a good job of looking like the actual character from the film. And then he comes with his little collar and name tag. And you can kind of see Dennis written on it right there. And it simply unlatch it, wrap around his neck, and then it latches back on. If I could get it on perfectly. Yeah, there we go. So now he's tamed. So now he's Steve's best friend, his only companion, and it's a great looking little pet accessory. He measures in at about roughly a little under 5.5 inches long, about 2.25 inches high. In terms of articulation, Dennis's head swivels. The mouth does not open. The legs are articulated, so they can move up and down, and they do not go outward. This up and down, it looks like. Same with the hind legs, is kind of move back and forth, as does the tail. So you got the tail wagging. So yeah, very cute animal. Nice companion piece to Steve. And that brings us to Jack Black. The one thing I like about Jack Black is that he's also a gamer in real life. So it's kind of cool that he actually played the role of Steve. I felt that that's kind of very appropriate. Here he is in the diamond armor. The likeness is really well done, especially for a figure of this size. It's a much smaller action figure. He comes in at about 4 inches. The diamond-plated armor is also articulated. You can see up there at the upper arm. It's on a ball joint. So it allows for some movability. If you want to articulate the arms, they don't get in the way too much. His head swivels left and right. I want to say I think the armor might be removable. No, it isn't. I think it's permanently affixed to the torso, unfortunately. His arms rotate. They go outward. They bend at the elbow. There is a swivel as well. He swivels at the waist. Does he? No, he does not, unfortunately. There is no waist swivel. I stand corrected. But you do have articulation at the hips with the legs kicking upward, outward, bends at the knees, swivels, and I think the boots swivel as well. So overall, it's a fair figure. It's nice. He has his helmet you can put on. And then here's his diamond sword. It's made of a nice rubbery material. You don't have to worry about it snapping. And there we go. We have Steve as portrayed by actor Jack Black. We have Man's Best Wolf, a.k.a. Dennis. Yeah, so awesome set. Again, for me, where I live, it's very, very hard to come across these Jack Black figures. Minecraft is such a huge global phenomenon, and kids love it, adults love it. And I think a lot of people just like the idea of having a small Jack Black action figure. And then I do have a Super 7 Godzilla that's roughly the same size, so these two could go on adventures together. Alright, so with that being said, let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. Alright, later.